Good morning, collective. How are we? Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Nicole. All right, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get this is going to be a daily collective, right? And I'm sorry I didn't get one out to you all yesterday. It was Monday. With my business, it was definitely a Monday. And bear with me. My eyes are puffy. My throat is a little weird. I've quit smoking in the midst of the weekend and yesterday. And my face is like, oh, we can chill out, relax, and like release all this gunk. So I'm feeling a little strange, but it's all good. It's for the better. So no smoking, 24 hours in. We'll see what happens. Right? Good things. Good things. All right, guys. So this is going to be the daily collective. This is November. It's Tuesday, November. Hold on. November 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think it's the 15th. November 15th, I think. I'm counting back to a date that like sticks out in my mind, and then I count forward. That's how I remember the dates. I know what day it is. I don't know what date it is, but November 15th. So Tuesday, November 15th. I hope you guys had a great Monday. Remember, I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, and that information is found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. And hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. You're going to get notifications every time a video gets posted. I'm hoping tomorrow to get you guys, for any of these signs that I missed last week, we'll get you an updated video out tomorrow, and we'll go from there, right? That card's coming back out again. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, come on. Enough screwing around. November 15th, Spirit. Huh. You know, there's been a lot of repeating cards. Wow, you know, there's what, like, I think there's 50, what is there, 50, 44, I'm sorry, 44, not 54. 44 cards in this deck, and when I do these daily collective readings for you guys, the same damn cards have been coming out, like, different, I'm gonna be funny, dynamics of how they're coming out with each other, but they're all just, they keep repeating. I just want to go, are you guys repeating cycles? Because if so, are you doing things the way that you should be doing them at this time? So let's get into it. 42, Tantric Journey. The frequency of the Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences within or with ourselves and with another. 21, Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of connection to all of creation. 23, Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and joy. I want to pull a couple more cards before I go diving into this too much. These three cards, specifically the Divine Feminine, underneath that lying energy is Passion, which we've talked about that one before, and that Tantric Journey. I want to say in the past week or so, I've seen that card come out 2 or 3 times. So to see this coming in again, I don't know, like I'm getting extremely curious as to, hold on, you know what? I want to, nah, never mind. We'll do that another day. I got another deck of cards, and they're not in here. They're in the other room. But I should have brought those in for this. I do feel like you guys are trying to bring some kind of emotional state to balance, to like almost, I think it even talked about intertwining, right? Maybe not. I don't know, but anyhow, it's almost as if you're trying to get things to overlap or to intertwine or to come together to where they're fully supportive of one another. This nurturing sense, I'm kind of like, not quite sure that that nurturing aspect of the divine feminine is quite doing its job. And that may sound a little strange. So this tantric journey, there's the vision, right? You may envision yourself into the state of wholeness, the state of understanding, the state of a complete experience. So you may be experiencing something new. For some of you, there may be experiences that you've wanted to have, like every kind of experience that you could ever imagine, because you're seeking some type of emotional fulfillment or void. And I think that that's extremely interesting. For some of you, you may be seeking the divine masculine's energy. Why that just came up the way it did, I have no idea. But Spirit comes in and is like, hold on, pause. This experience may not be, so much about this wholeness, but rather a wholeness of you, or maybe a wholeness of the situation surrounding you, because you've got the High Priestess of Water here with that divine feminine that's more nurturing, more caring. The one thing that is lacking in this trio of you, the masculine and the feminine energies, is the masculine, the feminine energies. The thing that's missing is the masculine energy, if I did not say that right. I feel like there's this need to, or desire, not necessarily need, but a desire to bring that third part, I'm going to call it a third part, into focus, into integration, into where you are at this time. And you can be male or female, that doesn't matter. We all hold male and female energies within us, right? So that doesn't matter, right? So, okay. Another card to clarify. High Priestess of Spirit, okay, so for some of you guys, this is just interesting. I don't know, the message has been coming in so strange to me lately, but I'll take it. Take it for what it is. We've got 6 and 8, 3 and 4, 5 and 7. If you are continuing to play with an energy, like if you're trying to bring in this divine feminine, you can be male or female, calling in divine masculine. Why do I keep saying feminine? This divine masculine energy to you. Stop pushing. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I told you, my head is like clearing out, like, oh gosh, yay, we can let go of all of the uckies. But it's like almost praying and wishing for this missing piece of yourself. Please be sure that you are not investing and taking who you are, what you've done, where you've come to, and placing that total fulfillment idea on another individual. Are you okay and doing fine on your own? I feel like there is this need for this. There's that desire, like I'm looking under that passion. You've got the throat chakra, the sacral chakra, the passion card, communication. Like, you guys are really, for some of you, I'm going to say you need to express, there is a need to express how you're feeling, because I feel like for some of you, the failure to communicate is creating blockages for the person, work, whatever. It doesn't have to be romantic, guys, always, like it doesn't have to be that way. But this 5-5, like there's this perception. I may just do a reading just like this morning. This is a little bit different, but I don't really feel the need to pick up those other cards. This realization and perception, right? So when I'm looking at those, it's telling me that it's as if you have an idea, this dynamic, you have an idea about how that you wish for this to work out. You may have a thought, but you also may be seeing the picture of how things are around you at this time with whatever situation is that you're dealing with. That's like, we women, and no offense to us females, because we're wonderful creatures, we're beautiful. We have the idea sometimes and the tendency that our partners should read our minds, right? Like, well, they should have just known to do this, this, and this because this is how I felt. I've been there. Who hasn't done that, right? But it's also not their jobs, whether it's your boss, your partner, your coworker, your kid. It's not their job to read your mind to figure out what it is that you want or what it is that you're desiring. If you're looking for someone to kind of step in and take care of things, you need to communicate, because the perception that they may be getting from you or the perception that you're putting off to whoever this is, there's failure to communicate your desire and your passion for what it is that you're trying to accomplish at this time. And you've got that 5-5. You want something to change, you're going to have to be that change. Okay? Because it's like you're sitting there going, do they not see me? Do they not feel me? Do they not know what I want? How the hell can they know what you want if you don't tell them? Why is it their job to figure it out for you? You know, it's not their place to have to decide for you what it is that you need or try to play the guessing game of it. Like, no. Not cool. All right, I think I'm going to completely change this up. So I feel like that A is a message. And I'm going to do these same cards again. I just don't feel like picking up the other Oracle deck today. I'm not inclined to do that. So we're not going to. All right, Spirit, what else does the Divine need to know today? What does the Divine Collective need to know? Spirit's also telling me to tell you to make sure that you're listening. Not only are you speaking, but you also need to listen to the reality of the other people around you and what it is that they're going through at this time as well. It's not just about you. You know, you may have people around you that have been really going through some shit and you haven't been listening. So, you know, it's like what you're going to give is what you're going to get. You're going to treat people a certain way, and then, you know, it's probably going to come back that way. I feel like, you know, I had to go back yesterday and I listened to Aquarius's reading that I did last week. And I just want to say, Aquarius, I'm sorry for the ass whooping, but I feel like you needed it. And then, like, I feel like this morning I'm like, don't expect people to read your minds. Like, I feel bad for yelling at you guys, but know I love you and I want you to do well. So, like, not trying to be a bully, not trying to be mean, but there's that passion card again. That card just haunts us. It haunts us. Give me one more spin, please. Collective for November 15th, please. Tuesday, November 15th. Conception. Ooh, all right. That's pretty cool. Crown chakra. All right. So cosmic flower. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour a magnificent out into the world. 34. Passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core. Excuse me, goodness. Where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. 16, conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. You know, we just came out of the full moon. We're getting ready to go into the new moon. I know we've been dealing with eclipse season. Crown chakra, are you listening to the divine? Are you working with the divine rather than against the divine or source or God or whatever? Again, always, whatever you choose to put your faith into. Are you aware? And are you co-creating with the universe right now? I think that's very, I don't know why, like I got the goosebumps, like no, this past week, the goosebumps have been like the chills, whatever you want to call them, have been my like extra confirmation to what I'm telling people. It's been crazy, but I'm telling you, like, you've got to ask yourself if you are truly following your intuition. Are you listening to your intuition? Are you co-creating with source energy? Are, Dr. Wayne Dyer, read his books. Esther and Jerry Hicks, Abraham, Law of Attraction, read it, listen to it. I'm telling you, for whatever, my head, the last couple times I've done daily collectives, the minute I sit down here, my head is feels like it's in water. It just feels like it's spinning, and I feel dizzy, and I feel like I can't even look at the camera. I don't know what that's about. But it's you have got to clear up. To me, it's clearing up that mental space, clearing up, opening up that crown chakra, working with and co-creating with source and spirit to get you to where you need to go. You've got 9, 7, 7, 7. That can be a twofold thing. You're either going to work against the grain or you're going to co-create with it. Those 9s can be very independent but very worn out energies. Those 7s can be very defensive and very standing your position, being a son of a bitch. Very stubborn energy. Those 777s can also be lucky numbers, prosperity, growth. A 9 can be independently soaring and stepping into your power. You get to decide which path you're going to take. Don't let shit get muddled up, okay? A cosmic flower, fulfillment. And it says, we pour our magnificence out to the world. We end up with fulfillment card. There's a glass half full, not a glass half empty. Honesty, passion, being true to our desires, being true to ourselves. Because success, conception and success, they're going hand in hand. Oath. You've absolutely made a soul contract. This is a high priestess of air. It's time to take action. Whatever it is that you have worked on, whatever it is that you have manifested, whatever it is that you have worked towards gaining, getting to, whatever promise you made yourself, I'm going to say, if you sat back last year and you had a vision, I'm so antsy because I'm not talking. If you had a vision last year of manifesting, if you laid in bed and you thought about a certain thing or you did a certain thing to bring you to now, congratulations. Because I think for a lot of you, you've done it. You may have some quirks yet to work out. You may have some things that you need to bring you forward. But for some of you, I feel like you are completing a cycle. For others of you, you're in the midst of having a deeper understanding how to give to yourself in a multitude of ways. For others of you, there is a need to co-create with the universe and you need to listen. For others of you, you have completed this cycle. Each of you know what part of this journey that you are on and what resonates for you. If you have completed this cycle, get ready. If you've manifested from the high heavens, get ready, because you've brought yourself to this point. Spirit is telling me, do not stop now. You don't quit. You've come closer to source. You've come closer to God. You've come closer to spirit. You've come closer to your angels than you've ever been before. Do not stop now. You've made yourself a promise. You've made them a promise. You've made a contract to keep on rolling. And as hard as it may seem, as difficult as it might get sometimes, you do not stop. You keep moving forward. No ands, no ifs, no buts, no bullshit. You just keep going. For those of you who need to co-create, do you understand what it is to manifest and co-create? Do you have a clear vision for what you want? Because if you're in this space right now where you are looking at various options and you're not clear, I forget, I just did a reading or something not long ago, and it's I tell people, if you don't know what you want, how the hell is the universe supposed to give you what you want when you don't even know what you want? If you're in this particular space, it's time to get clear. Which path you're on, where you're heading, how you can co-create, what your desires is, what are your passions. Do not expect a person to read your mind. If you don't know, they don't know. Talked about that in the beginning, right? And here we are again. If you don't know, they don't know. And that high priestess of spirit sitting there also telling me, spirit, I told you, spirit can't deliver. Neither can people. And people or spirit cannot deliver to you what you don't know what the hell it is you even want, because you're impossible to please. Pay attention. If you're the divine feminine and you're calling in some masculine energy to come in and be your grandiose savior, forget it. You can call in that masculine energy, but you cannot put it on somebody else to fulfill your internal desires. You have to fulfill those. You may have a vision. You may be fully aware of what you want. Then you go after it. You co-create with the universe. You don't put it on an external person in the 3D. It's on you. You get to shift. You get to decide what your fulfillment is. Get it done. No more putting it off on somebody else. You're responsible. This reading to me is you're responsible for what you want. You want it, you go get it. You don't want it, then leave it the hell alone. If you don't know what you want, you better figure it out before you get something you don't want. Positive thoughts, right? Time to figure it out. Success. Success, success, success. Honesty, fulfillment. Having a vision. Spirit saying that your rewards will be sweet. They'll be everything that you need them to be. But you got to get clear. If you're not clear, for this message to me is like threefold for you guys. Like, one, you're like in the baby step process of figuring out the path. Two, you're on your way, but you've got to learn how to balance and to co-create with spirit in the universe. Three, you've completed this cycle and now you're going to start something new. Get ready to take action. Get ready to make movement. And for those of you, the dryer's done. And for those of you who are starting a new cycle, what's this going to look like? What's this cycle going to look like? Hold your faith. If you're starting a new cycle out, hold your faith. You didn't get here because like this journey wasn't for the faint at heart. You didn't get here because of you're giving in or anything like that. Like, you got here because you had faith and you fought to get where you are. And I'm not saying that everything in life, we don't need to fight the current or resistance, but there are things that come up in our life where we have to be strong and we have to stand in for, ourselves and take on some really things that just obviously are meant to break us, but yet we come out of it, right? You're being guided. You're being protected. You may feel very alone as things begin to shift, but it's going to be fine. The moon. You cannot see how this is going to work out for you. Whatever your particular situation is, you cannot see it. You just can't. You may feel a little stuck in how you've got to do things. But in due time, it'll come to be. It will be okay. Changes are going to take place. And it will deal with somebody else around you. And when it happens, it's like, sit tall, sit in with yourself. There's change coming. So whatever the success is or wherever you've gotten to, I feel like for some of you, I thought about doing these things and these are the things that I wanted, and now that I'm here, I don't know, it seems so hard, or I don't know how the rest of this is going to work out. you know, we can be as specific as we want to be with our manifestations, or we can be very vague in those. But I think it's important to recognize that what is meant for us comes to us. It may not be what you think it's going to be. It may not be how you think it's going to be or the way you expect it to happen. Just trust it's going to happen. Doesn't matter. Don't have a predetermined outcome as to how. You know, walking around the house talking a conversation out in your head before it ever even happens. Don't do it. If you're starting a new beginning, it's going to be met with challenges. You're going to be, but trust it. If you don't know what you're doing, co-creating with the universe and spirit, better start doing some researching, manifesting, getting clear. For those of you that are just off on the path and you don't know what you even want, you better get clear, because if not, the universe, spirit, the divine, they're going to give you a plate of shit that's going to have a little bit of everything, and I don't think you're going to like it very much. Interesting message today. I liked it though. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope to get some videos out to y'all later on. In an email come through, I read it and I'm just like, okay. Anyhow, personal readings are available for those, limited basis. Description box below, about section of the page. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're going to get notifications, that bell, the bell, for every time a new video gets posted. And I wish you guys a fantastic day. Sending you love and light. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.